guys, so I know that a lot of my equestrian viewers out there are currently stuck at home and unable to see or ride their horses. So today's video is kind of a GoPro day in my life, day at the barn. I know it's not the same thing as actually riding and being around the horses, but I hope it can fill that gap at least a little bit. On this morning, the first horse that I rode was Leo. The day I had filmed this was Wednesday, and Leo had already done some hard work earlier in the week, so I decided that Wednesday would be our free/fun ride of the week, and I decided to go bareback just for the fun of it, plus I'm too lazy to tack up. I often enjoy just getting out of the square, dusty, boring arena and seeing the sights of the property, which is what I decided to do on this day. The weather was absolutely beautiful and it was sunny and had a nice breeze, so I had to just go out and enjoy it. Soon I got to one of the gates that leads to a bigger area that I could ride in, and I attempted to unlatch the gate. And I totally failed. Normally I can do this quite easily, but whoever last closed the gate made sure no horses were escaping and did it very, very tight. I ended up dismounting and unlatching the gate, and I ended up using a stump to hop on again, so great way to start the ride. Like I said, the weather was beautiful and Leo was in a great mood, so was I. Leo actually has a lot of Western training, and we believe that he was used for cutting cattle at some point. We actually learned this when he tried cutting the donkeys, which was pretty funny. However, he hasn't done anything like that in many years, and so we are trying to slowly bring him back into it and trying to get him to jog rather than trot and lope instead of canter. And so during this ride, I was focusing on our neck reining. I've not done a whole lot of neck reining, and Leo is also relearning how to do it correctly, so please don't judge us. It is definitely a work in progress, and like I said, this ride was just for fun. So after I was done riding Leo, I cleaned out his feet, and we have a variety of different stuff that we put on them to prevent him from getting thrush. So I did that, and when I was done with that, I decided to give Georgie a bath. At some point, I'm going to redo my Meet the Horses video and explain it a little bit more. Georgie is a very old horse and she's had a rough life, so please don't judge her appearance. She doesn't look the greatest. She's done a lot of hard things in her life and she's over 30 years old, so she really isn't looking the greatest. At this point, she is retired. We don't ride her anymore. She just hangs out and has fun. And she does get bored sometimes, so I like to take her out and just groom her and bathe her and just spend time with her because she definitely does enjoy it. Alright, so after I was done giving Georgie her bath, I decided to ride Wendy as the next one, and she is a thoroughbred mare. One thing that I really love about all of our horses is that we have 8 of them, and all of them are completely different. They're different breeds, different body types, and they're all very different to ride. Wendy is a horse who doesn't have a lot of natural athletic ability, and I find her very difficult to feel what she's doing. There's just not a lot of movement in her gaits, and so I spent most of this ride just feeling how she was moving, feeling where her feet were landing on the ground, feeling what her back was doing, and I spent the majority of this ride just getting her loose and relaxed. We did some bending and a lot of circles, but for the most part, it was just me trying to feel what her body was doing, since that is definitely one of my weak areas. So after I was done riding Wendy, it was time to do Prince. So Prince is an older pony gelding, and he's done pretty much everything a pony can do in their life, and he is a lot of fun to ride. So normally when I ride him, it's just for fun. Like I said, he's older, he doesn't really need to do any hard work, but he is a lot of fun. He's very fun to learn on, so I get to do a lot of other things like working on my balance or dropping my stirrups and picking them back up. He's really just a great pony that loves life, and so he was the last one I rode for this day. Alright guys, that's it for today's video. Like I said, it's not the same thing as actually being able to ride, but I do hope that you enjoyed it, and if you did, make sure that you leave a like, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye!